Welcome back to the channel.
I want to be as beautiful as the ocean. The ocean's strong as fuck and feminine as fuck, and the both are what makes the ocean the ocean. Sometimes I pray to the ocean.
So the first thing that you're gonna need for doing hair wraps, or I guess having beads in your hair, is so you want to have these elastic bands, okay? You want to have beads, you want to have hydrating oil and coconut milk. Honestly, it doesn't really depend what oil you have. It will just help you with your hair when you're trying to put the beads in. Forgot to mention is this just water. You can get a bowl or whatever you or that spray bottle. You could do that, but I don't know, I just kind of grabbed it. I'm gonna take a section of my hair and I'm just gonna do this part. I don't want to do like right here because you can see I have baby hairs, and so I think this is gonna be a good section for me to braid. And so I'm gonna just take this and just kind of push it to the side, and then I'm going to just tie it back, which I'm gonna use like an elastic and just tie that back real quick. Tie it back just like this. Okay, nothing special, kind of tuck that away. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go clip this part right here so that when I'm braiding and I'm getting it wet, I'm not like pulling any other hairs with it. So I grab my clips. Also, the sun is coming out. Okay, so now that is wet, and now I'm gonna get some oil like that, and then just put it in just like this. After you do that, you want to have paper towels because I don't know where else you're gonna wipe your hands. Could have wiped it on the blanket, but I don't know, I don't want it to do that. So, all right. So it's pretty simple. If you know how to braid, you just kind of start out, with a typical braid. You want to split this into 3 sections. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now usually I have a mirror, but it should be fine.
Okay, so now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking that green bead and I'm going to gently slide it through the hole. So you just need to be steady and just slide it all the way through. Now one thing that I didn't show in the video is I didn't zoom up into what I was doing, so you can't see the way my hand was moving around with the bead, because that is challenging, is when you're trying to have the bead stay up and then trying to add another bead on. I think that would be very difficult for people. But uh, now the thing is, if you know how to do a friendship bracelet, it's just you adding a bead onto your friendship bracelet. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then it's also like adding string to a bead. Like, kind of thinking about it like that. I learned how to do this when I was uh, young, so it's very, very simple to me. So what I'm doing right now is I got that bead up, but the problem that I was having is because my hands were wet and oily, the green bead was sliding down, and that's pretty tricky, and I wish that I zoomed in because you can't exactly see what was going on. But when you're doing the beads, you want to have, I was using my left hand, whatever hand that you're using, you want to have a strong grip so you don't lose your braid when you're doing it. And then you can see I'm grabbing my right hand and I'm just braiding as I go. And the key is just to keep that bead up and not let it slide down. So just continue working at it. You got it. So the next thing is I'm trying to decide what color I should do next. And what's fun about this is you can choose whatever beads you want in your hair, whatever color you want in your hair. Do whatever you want. And yes. So now I'm just working at it, and I'm just trying to keep it going and not make any mistakes because I wanted my bead wrap to be perfect. I don't show this in the video, but I did end up doing the other side of my hair. I just forgot to come back and film, so I apologize for that. So yes, I'm very close to finishing. The last part is a little bit frustrating because when you finish, you have to tie it. And because you have such a thin amount of hair, it's hard to tie, of course, because there's like this like little bump and it kind of sticks out. But you just have to do some adjusting and just keep on wrapping it over and over and over until it gets like really small and you don't have any left in your elastic. For my girlies, it's like when you have a hair tie and you are putting your hair up in a ponytail and um, you need to continue putting or like wrapping around in your ponytail because there's still like left of, it's hard to describe, like you still have that like space of that hair tie that you need to tie in your hair. That was a horrible description, I'm so sorry. But yeah, that is how you do a beaded hair wrap. I hope you enjoy this video. I really love doing it. It's mostly just important that you know how to braid and then just adding those beads in. It's pretty simple, but if you need a very more like hands-on like simple step by step, like I can break it down even more and help you guys because I love doing it. It's so much fun. So thanks so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. All right.
Work with me. Oh my god, I literally almost had it and then it just didn't work. Is it not focusing? Okay, well, there's just like this little part right here, and it doesn't really bother me, but I felt like it had to be perfect because I'm filming this for you guys. But if you don't like the little thing just at the bottom, because I feel like no matter how hard you try to like get this elastic to tie around in your hair as much as possible, you're still gonna just have like a little bit because it's just like it's just too tight, like or just too thin. So we got that side done and I'm very happy about it.